Mom accidentally sent me a screenshot from a group chat called The Real Family, one I wasn't in. I ghosted them all. On Christmas Day, they came to my door begging for hours, and my Ring camera caught every second. I found out I wasn't actually part of my real family because my mom can't take a screenshot to save her life. She was trying to send me a picture of something my aunt had posted. One of those classic Facebook rants about family loyalty that always have a very specific target. Mom wanted to know if she should comment publicly or just message my aunt privately. Typical family nonsense, the kind I'd learned to handle with vague responses like, wow, or that's something. But when the image came through, she'd accidentally captured more than the post. Right there at the top of the screen was the name of the group chat she'd screenshotted from. Asterisk the real family. Asterisk not family, not our family, but asterisk the real family. Asterisk which, by implication, meant there was also a fake one, or at least a less important version. And apparently, I was part of that knockoff family chat. I'm Alex, 29 years old, and I'd always been the middle kid, the optional one. My sister, Victoria, 3 years older, was the golden child who could do no wrong. My brother, Chase, 4 years younger, was the baby everyone still treated like he was 12 even though he's 25. Then there was me, right in the middle, notable only for being forgettable. But a secret family chat? That was new. I sat there on my couch in my work clothes, laptop perched on my knees with a spreadsheet open that I'd been pretending to care about. My cat, Hendrix, sat on the armrest giving me that classic cat look that said, asterisk yeah, that's rough, man. Asterisk my first instinct was to think I was overreacting. Maybe it was a chat for planning something nice for me. Maybe it was innocent. Maybe there was a reasonable explanation. Then I remembered, this is the same family that forgot my birthday 3 years in a row. The same family that took a trip to Hawaii and didn't tell me until I saw their beach photos online. The same family that miscommunicated about Thanksgiving last year, leaving me to show up at an empty house while they had dinner at Victoria's place. If history was any indicator, assuming the best was not the move. I opened our normal family chat and scrolled through. Victoria organizing Sunday dinners. Mom sharing articles about superfoods no one cared about. Chase dropping random memes. Dad occasionally throwing in jokes that didn't make sense. And me, responding like a loyal family member, pretending I belonged. But clearly, the real talk was happening somewhere else. My phone buzzed. Maya, my girlfriend of 8 months, the only person who consistently remembered I existed. Asterisk still coming over tonight? Asterisk I snapped a photo of the screenshot and sent it to her without context. Her typing bubbles appeared, disappeared, came back again. Asterisk what am I looking at? Asterisk she finally asked. Asterisk my family has a group chat called The Real Family. I'm not in it. Asterisk the dots appeared and vanished again. Then, asterisk I'm coming over now. Asterisk she showed up 20 minutes later with Thai food and a bottle of wine. Proof she's the one I'm marrying someday, assuming I ever get my life together. Okay, she said, setting everything down and sitting beside me. Walk me through this. I explained, showing her the screenshot. Her face shifted from confusion to disbelief to full-on anger. Alex, that's messed up. Or maybe it's just practical, I said. Maybe they use it to plan stuff without cluttering the main chat. Then why call it The Real Family? Why not planning or adults only or literally anything else? She had a point. The name said it all. It wasn't just exclusionary. It was a declaration. A hierarchy. How long do you think it's been around? I asked. Does it matter? Kind of. If it's new, maybe it's about something specific. If it's old, I didn't finish the thought because we both knew what that would mean. Maya poured us each a full glass of wine. So what do you want to do about it? She asked. That was the question. I could confront them, demand an explanation, force them to face what they'd done. Or I could do what I'd always done, pretend it didn't bother me. Or, as another thought started forming, I could just stop. I think I want to disappear, I said. Maya looked up over her glass. Elaborate. They've already cut me out of the real family. I'm just making it official by stepping out of the fake one. That's pretty drastic. Is it though? They're the ones who set up the two-tier system. I'm just acknowledging reality. She was quiet, processing. Maya's one of those people who measures her words before she speaks. Unlike me, who just blurts and regrets later. If you do this, she said finally, it's going to cause drama. You know that, right? Good. Let them deal with drama for once. I'm tired of being the one who smooths everything over and pretends I don't notice the exclusion. I'll support you, she said, but you need to be sure. Once you do this, it's hard to come back. I thought about every event where I'd felt like an outsider, every conversation I wasn't part of, every time I was the last to know family news, every birthday that got glossed over, every moment that reminded me I didn't really belong. I'm sure, I said. And just like that, I decided to ghost my entire family. The first day was surprisingly easy. I went to work, came home, lived my life. My phone stayed quiet except for Maya checking in and my buddy Josh asking if I wanted to grab drinks Friday. No family notifications. No mom asking what I was bringing to Sunday dinner. Nothing. It felt like slipping off a pair of shoes that had been too tight for years. Day 2, the family chat lit up as usual. Victoria coordinating dinner, Mom sharing recipes, Chase saying he'd be late. I watched silently, just observing like it was a nature documentary. Day 3, Mom texted me directly. Alex, are you coming to dinner Sunday? Need to know for head count. I stared at it for a minute. The old me would have answered immediately, apologized, said I'd be there. The new me just left it on read. By day 4, the concern kicked in. Mom, Alex, you're worrying me. Are you okay? Victoria. Mom says you're not answering. Everything all right. Chase sent a meme with zero explanation. His signature move, really. I ignored it, just like the rest of their messages. I went about my usual routine, clocked in for another day at my tech support job, vented to Maya about clueless clients, and fed Hendrix his overpriced, grain-free cat food that he always acted like was toxic waste. So, how's the whole great family ghosting experiment going? Maya asked over dinner Thursday night. We were at our favorite Thai place, the one where the owner always greeted us by name and didn't even bother bringing a menu anymore. Surprisingly peaceful, I said. No one's had a meltdown yet. She smirked. Give it time. Sunday dinner's coming. She was right. Sunday would be the real test, the point where my absence couldn't just be ignored in the chat, but would actually leave an empty chair at the table. Sunday morning, I slept in, made myself an unnecessarily fancy breakfast, took Hendrix to the vet for his checkup, did all the little things I never had time for because Sundays were always reserved for family dinner. Around 2 in the afternoon, my phone started lighting up. Mom, dinner's at 5. You're still coming, right? Then an hour later. Alex? Then Victoria. Are you seriously ghosting family dinner? That's pretty rude. Then Chase. Dude, where are you? I turned my phone off. Completely off. Then I bought a ticket to the next movie showing, some loud action flick with explosions, and went. No overthinking, no checking reviews. I just sat in the dark with my overpriced popcorn while, somewhere across town, my family was probably sitting around the table wondering where I was. And for the first time ever, I wasn't there to pass the potatoes, fake laugh at Dad's corny jokes, or listen to Victoria talk about office drama. And you know what? The world didn't end. When I turned my phone back on after the credits, I had 17 missed calls and 32 messages waiting. Mom, where are you? We're all waiting. Then, this isn't funny, Alex. Then, we're starting without you. Victoria, Mom's freaking out. What's your problem? Chase. You good, bro? Dad finally chimed in. Your mother is upset. Call her. But the real gem came from Victoria. We're all in the family chat asking where you are. Why aren't you responding? The family chat. Not the real family chat, the knockoff one. The decoy. The fake. I took a screenshot of her message and sent it to Maya with the caption, the audacity. Her reply was instant. Oh, they're spiraling. Good. I wanted to agree. Part of me did. But another part, the one trained for nearly 3 decades to put their comfort above my own, felt guilty. Still, the bigger part of me felt justified. They'd excluded me for who knows how long, and now they were mad I wasn't playing my assigned part anymore. So, I texted Victoria directly. Which family chat? The regular one or the real family? The typing dots appeared, vanished, reappeared, and then nothing. I waited. 5 minutes. 10. Then my phone rang, Victoria. I almost ignored it, but curiosity got the better of me. What are you talking about? She said immediately, no greeting, no preamble. The real family, I said. The group chat I'm not in. The one mom accidentally showed me. Silence. Heavy, uncomfortable silence. Then, Alex, I don't know what you think you saw, but don't. I cut in. Don't gaslight me. I saw the name. I know it exists. And I know I'm not in it. More silence. I could hear faint voices in the background. Mom asking who she was talking to. Victoria replying, "It's Alex," in that tone she uses when something's gone sideways. "Look," she said finally, lowering her voice. "It's not what you think." "Then what is it?" "It's just, sometimes we need to talk about family stuff without, everyone there." "Without me there," I said flatly. "Without making things complicated." "What things?" I pressed. "What's so complicated that you need a secret group where you literally call yourselves the real family?" I could hear her breathing, trying to find words that wouldn't sound as cruel as the truth. She couldn't. "You're being really dramatic about this," she said at last. There it was. The family classic. Asterisk, you're dramatic. You're overreacting. You're too sensitive. Asterisk, the greatest hits of deflection. I'm being dramatic? You have a hidden family group chat I'm not in, and somehow I'm the dramatic one? "It's not hidden," she said. "It's just what, Victoria? Just for the real family? Because that's literally what you called it." "Alex, come on. Don't make this bigger than it is. Then explain it. Make it make sense. Why do you need to chat without me?" Silence again. I waited, letting it stretch until it got awkward enough that she had to say something. "We should talk about this in person," she said finally. "Hard pass," I said. "Tell Mom I'm fine. Tell Dad I'm not being childish. I'm being honest. Tell Chase. I don't know. Tell him I'll send him memes from exile. And tell the real family that the fake one has officially checked out." I hung up before she could answer. My hands were shaking, whether from anger or adrenaline, I couldn't tell. Hendrix jumped onto the couch and nudged my arm. His version of saying, "Asterisk, you're a mess, but I'm here." Asterisk, an hour later, Maya showed up. She'd been at her sister's, but came straight over when I texted her. "How are you feeling?" she asked, already rummaging through my fridge. "Weirdly empowered," I said. "Also kind of nauseous, but mostly empowered." "Good," she said. "You should feel empowered. They've been taking you for granted forever." She made us grilled cheese sandwiches, because apparently that's the universal meal for emotional crises. We ate on the couch in comfortable silence. One of the best things about Maya is that she never forces words into moments that don't need them. "They're going to keep calling," she said eventually. "I know. Are you going to answer?" "Not yet. Maybe not ever. I don't know." My phone buzzed again on the table, Mom. Then Victoria. Then Mom again. Then Dad, with a final message. Asterisk, this has gone far enough. Call your mother. Asterisk, I flipped my phone over so the screen faced the table. "What if they show up here?" Maya asked. "They won't," I said. "They don't even know my building code. I never gave it to them because, well, they never visit." She frowned. "That's kind of sad." "Exactly my point." We finished eating, and she put on a documentary about art heists. She knows I find them oddly calming. Halfway through, my phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. Asterisk, Alex, it's Chase. Texting from my friend's phone because I think you blocked me. Look, I don't know what's going on, but everyone's freaking out. Can you just let us know you're alive? Asterisk, I showed it to Maya. Should I answer? I asked. Do you want to? She said. I wasn't sure. Chase was always the least offensive of my family. Kind of clueless, never intentionally cruel, just detached. He'd always gone along with whatever Mom and Victoria decided. But he'd also never once spoken up for me. Never noticed how I got left out. Never cared enough to ask why. No, I said finally. If he cared, he'd have noticed before now. Maya nodded. Then there's your answer. The weeks that followed fell into a rhythm. They'd text. I'd ignore it. They'd call. I'd decline. They'd leave voicemails that swung from worried to annoyed to angry, and back again. Asterisk, Mom. Alex, please. Whatever I did, I'm sorry. Just talk to me. Asterisk, Dad. This is immature. Family doesn't act this way. Asterisk, Victoria. You're being ridiculous. We're all worried. Asterisk, Chase. Bro, come on. Talk to us. Asterisk, I saved every single one. Not to reply to, but to keep. As proof. Proof that my silence upset them more than my existence ever did. I didn't know what I'd do with that evidence, but holding on to it made me feel grounded. About 3 weeks in, things changed. The messages slowed. Calls trickled down. It was like they'd collectively decided I wasn't worth the effort. Which, honestly, said it all. If they actually cared, they'd have come by. They'd have shown up at my door, demanded to talk, refused to let me fade away. Instead, they just stopped. Maya noticed before I did. We were having breakfast, her scrolling on her phone while I flipped scrambled eggs in the pan. "When's the last time they texted you?" she asked. I thought for a second. "Thursday, I think. Mom sent one of those, 'we love you even though you're being difficult' messages. That was, what, 4 days ago?" "Huh." She looked up. "You realize what that means, right? They've given up." I plated the eggs and sat across from her. "Good. That's what I wanted." She raised an eyebrow. "Is it, though?" I knew where she was going. There's a difference between wanting space and realizing the people you needed space from don't care enough to close the gap. One feels empowering, the other just feels hollow. I don't know what I wanted, I admit it. I just knew I couldn't keep pretending everything was fine. And now, I feel like I won something, but I'm not sure what the prize is. We ate in silence for a while. Hendrix wound between our legs, fishing for crumbs. Outside, someone was blasting pop music way too early for a Sunday. "What are you doing for Thanksgiving?" Maya asked. "Thanksgiving. Right. The big event. My family's annual production. 40-something relatives, Mom's famous turkey, Victoria's Instagram-perfect decor, and Chase glued to the football." I hadn't really thought about it, I said. "You should come to my parents'," she offered. "They already told me to invite you. My mom specifically said you're welcome." Maya's family was the polar opposite of mine. Loud, loving, messy in the best way. Her siblings teased each other, but actually liked one another. Her parents remembered what I did for work. The first time I'd met them, her mom hugged me goodbye and said, "Asterisk, come back soon." Asterisk, my own mother hadn't hugged me in years. "Yeah," I said. "I'd like that." "Good," she smiled. "Because my mom already counted you for dessert and bought extra pie." October drifted into November. Work picked up with end-of-year chaos. Maya and I started apartment hunting, making plans that felt like real beginnings. Life kept moving, and nothing fell apart. My family didn't implode. The world didn't stop. I thought about them sometimes, what they were saying in the real family chat, whether they missed me or were relieved, whether they'd even notice if I never came back. 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, Maya and I were at Target buying the most boring domestic things: paper towels, dish soap, candles we didn't need. My phone rang. Unknown number. I almost ignored it, but something told me to pick up. "Hello. Alex, it's Chase." "Don't hang up." I froze mid-aisle. Maya looked up from the cart, eyebrows raised. "How'd you get this number?" I asked. "Called your work. Told them it was an emergency." "Well, it better be." "It is. Thanksgiving. Mom's losing it about you not coming. She's called me, like, 10 times asking if I've talked to you." "That's not an emergency, Chase. That's consequences." "Dude, come on. Whatever this is, it's been 2 months. Can't you just let it go?" Asterisk, let it go. Asterisk, like I was holding a grudge over something minor. Like the betrayal wasn't ongoing. "Do you even know about the real family chat?" I asked. Silence. "What?" "The group chat. The one I'm not in. The one literally called asterisk the real family." Asterisk, he hesitated. "I mean, yeah, but it's not like that." "Then what's it like?" "It's just, sometimes we talk about stuff without making it a whole thing. Like, planning your birthday, or whatever." "My birthday was in August," I said flatly. "You guys forgot it." "We didn't forget. We were just busy, and then it was awkward, and—" "Chase, stop." I felt my voice tighten. "You don't get to rewrite this. You forgot. You've been forgetting me for years. That chat is just proof of what I already knew." "That's not fair," he said. "What's not fair?" I shot back. "Is being part of a family that treats you like a spare part. What's not fair is discovering there's a whole chat where I'm not even considered real family, and then being told I'm dramatic for caring." "Alex, I'll save it. Tell Mom I'm fine. Tell her I'm spending Thanksgiving somewhere I'm actually wanted. Tell Victoria I'm not being dramatic. I'm being honest. And tell the real family that I'm good without them." I hung up, my hands trembling again. Maya gently took the phone from me, slipped it into her pocket, and said, "Let's go home." That night, I blocked all their numbers. Not out of spite, but for survival. Every call, every text, they were like fishing lines dragging me back toward people who'd never made me feel like I belonged. I needed to sever the connection completely. When Thanksgiving week rolled around, my phone stayed silent. No frantic messages from Mom. No guilt-laced calls from Dad. No clueless memes from Chase. Just silence. It should have felt like victory. Instead, it felt like proof that they could live without me easily. Thanksgiving with Maya's family was everything mine wasn't. They hugged me the moment I walked in. Her dad asked about my job and actually listened. Her little sister proudly made some cranberry sauce experiment that somehow tasted amazing. Her mom kept fussing over me, offering seconds, clearing space, making sure I felt included. Later, while we washed dishes, her mom said softly, "Maya told me a little about what's going on with your family. I'm sorry you're dealing with that." "It's okay," I said, though it wasn't. "You know what I tell my kids?" she continued. "Family is the people who show up. Not just the ones you're related to, the ones who actually show up when it matters." Something inside me cracked open. "Thank you," I whispered. "You're always welcome here, Alex. Always." I excused myself to the bathroom and cried for 5 solid minutes. Not from sadness, just relief. Relief that there were people in the world who saw me as worth showing up for. December came. Work parties, Christmas shopping with Maya, plans for New Year's. It was a good kind of busy. My life felt full. The hole where my family used to be barely registered anymore. Or maybe they just reshaped themselves around my absence. 2 weeks before Christmas, Maya and I got engaged. It wasn't planned. We were walking through a holiday light display when she turned to me and said, "I want to do this forever. The walks, the Target runs, all of it. Marry me?" I said yes before she even finished. We decided to have a small, fast wedding, just close friends and Maya's family. Mine, that was the question. "You don't have to invite them," Maya said while we worked on the guest list. "This is our day." "I know," I said, "but part of me feels like not inviting them makes me the petty one." "Alex, they excluded you from their family chat. You're allowed to exclude them from your wedding." She was right. She usually was. We set the date for February 14th, Valentine's Day. Cheesy, but it felt right. 30 guests, a small venue, nothing fancy. My parents' names weren't on the list. 2 weeks before the wedding, I unblocked their numbers. Not to reach out, but to see if they'd even noticed. 17 missed calls. 43 messages. Most from Mom, bouncing between angry and desperate. The most recent one, from 3 days earlier. *Alex, please. It's Christmas. We need to talk. I stared at it for a long time, then blocked them again. Maya found me sitting on the couch, phone still in my hand. "You okay?" "They texted on Christmas," I said. "Wanting to talk." "What are you going to do?" "Nothing. I'm going to marry you, go to Bali, and live my life. They can keep their real family. I've got my actual one now." She smiled and kissed me. "Damn right you do." We got married on a cold February afternoon. Small ceremony, smaller reception. Maya's family filled most of the chairs. My side had Josh and a few work friends. Nobody seemed to notice the imbalance. When I said in my vows, "Family is who shows up," Maya squeezed my hands, and we both understood the weight of it. The reception was almost over when my phone started buzzing on the table. I hadn't touched it all day. Maya picked it up, glanced at the screen, and said, "Alex, you need to see this." It was the live feed from my Ring camera, the one at my apartment. I'd set it up months ago for package deliveries. And there they were. My entire family. Mom, Dad, Victoria, and Chase. Standing at my door. Knocking. Waiting. The timestamp said *today. *right now. There at my apartment. I said, showing her the footage. "During your wedding?" Maya asked. I scrolled back through the alerts. They'd been there for 20 minutes. Knocking. Ringing the bell. Checking their phones. We watched as Mom tried the doorknob. Victoria peeked through the window. Dad called someone, probably me. And Chase sat down on the hallway floor looking defeated. "What do you want to do?" Maya asked quietly. I looked around at the people who had chosen to be there. My wife, my friends, my real family. And then back at the screen, where my old one waited at a door that wasn't going to open. "Nothing," I said. "I want to do absolutely nothing." We left for Bali the next morning. 14-hour flight. Both of us exhausted, but deliriously happy. Maya slept most of the way, her head resting on my shoulder. I kept checking the Ring footage. They'd stayed for 47 minutes. I watched the whole thing during our layovers. Mom knocked every few minutes. Her signature knock, sharp but sad. Dad paced. Victoria scrolled on her phone, probably updating the real family chat about how I still wasn't answering. Chase eventually sat against the wall, defeated. Around the 32-minute mark, Mom started crying. I watched Dad put his arm around her. Watched Victoria say something I couldn't hear. Watched all of them stare at that closed door, confused why it wasn't opening. Because it always had before. That was my role. The one who opened the door, who smoothed things over, who bent until I disappeared. At minute 47, they left. Mom looked back once more, like maybe I'd suddenly appear. I saved the video, closed my phone, and let it go. Bali was perfect. Our hotel had one of those infinity pools that made it feel like the ocean had finally opened just for us. Maya looked happier than I'd ever seen her, and that alone made something in my chest ache, in a good way. We spent the next few days doing nothing special, just being married, existing in a little bubble where the mess of my old life couldn't reach us. On our third evening, we sat on the beach watching the sun sink into the horizon, the sky melting into colors that didn't seem real. "Do you regret not telling them about the wedding?" she asked. "No," I said after a moment. "Do you think I should?" "I think you did what was right for you," she said, leaning her head on my shoulder. "That's what matters." My phone buzzed in my bag. I turned airplane mode off to post a few photos. Nothing dramatic, just the beach, the sunset, the kind of peace I hadn't felt in years. Within seconds, the flood started. Mom Alex, where are you? We came to your apartment on Christmas. You weren't there. Victoria this is getting ridiculous. You need to talk to us. Dad we've been patient, but this ends now. Call your mother. Chase dude. We drove 2 hours to see you, and you weren't even home. What's going on? I showed Maya the screen. She frowned. Christmas was weeks ago. Why are they just now texting? Because I just turned my phone back on, I said. They probably got the notification. Are you going to reply? I looked at her, then at the ocean, at everything that felt like freedom. I started typing. I got married. I'm on my honeymoon. I'm happy. That's all you need to know. I send it to the regular family chat, the fake one. Let them decide how to share it with the real family. Then I shut my phone off completely. Feel good? Maya asked. I smiled. Better than good. I feel free. The responses came while we were on our way home, but I ignored them for 2 days before finally looking. Mom you got married? To who? When? Why weren't we invited? Victoria this is insane. You got married without telling your family? Dad this is unacceptable. We're coming over. We need to talk. Chase congrats man. Wish I could have been there. That one caught me off guard, but not enough to make me respond. There was also a voicemail from Mom. I played it on speaker while Maya and I unpacked. Alex, it's Mom. I don't understand what's happening. You got married and didn't tell us? I don't even know what to say. We're your family. We love you. Whatever we did to make you this angry, I'm sorry. Please, just talk to us. Please. Her voice broke by the end. Maya looked at me carefully. Do you feel guilty? A little, I admitted. But not enough to change my mind. Good, she said softly. I deleted the voicemail, blocked their numbers again, this time for good. A few days later, Maya's mom called. Sweetheart, she said, I heard your family's been trying to reach you. You okay? I'm fine, I told her. Better than fine, actually. Your mama, your biological one, somehow got our number. She called asking if we'd seen you. What did you tell her? Told her you were on your honeymoon with your wife, and that you were very happy. She seemed surprised you were married. That's because I didn't tell them. I figured. She paused, her voice softening. I don't know the whole story, and you don't have to tell me. But if you ever need a mom, mine's available. Just saying. I managed to thank her before hanging up, and then I cried. Not because I was sad, but because I realized I finally had what I'd been missing all along, a place where I was wanted. Life slipped into a new rhythm. Maya and I made our own traditions. Sunday dinners became ours. Holidays were spent with her family, who treated me like one of their own. My old family tried a few more times. Cards I returned unopened, a Facebook message from Victoria I ignored, an email from Dad I deleted unread. Eventually, they stopped trying. Or maybe they just accepted that I was gone for good. 6 months after the wedding, during breakfast one morning, Maya said, I ran into your mom yesterday. I nearly spilled my coffee. What? At Target. She was in line behind me. Recognized me from my profile picture, I guess. My stomach twisted. What did she say? She asked how you were. If you were happy. If there was anything she could do to fix this. And what did you tell her? That you're happy. That we have a good life. And that maybe the best thing she could do is accept that you've moved on. How'd she take it? She cried, Maya said softly. Paid for her stuff and left. I sat there, trying to sort through what I felt. Sympathy, guilt, maybe a little peace. Do you think I'm being too harsh? I asked. Maya reached across the table, wrapping her fingers around mine. I think you're protecting yourself from people who hurt you. That's not harsh. That's healthy. But they're my family. No, she said. They're your relatives. Family is the people who show up. They didn't show up for you for 29 years. You don't owe them anything now. She was right. She always was. A year after our wedding, I got one last message from a new number I hadn't blocked yet. *K. It's Chase. I know you probably won't read this, but I wanted to say I get it now. It took me a while, but I understand why you left. Victoria told me about the real family chat. I didn't realize how messed up it was until I thought about it from your perspective. I'm sorry I didn't notice sooner. I'm sorry I didn't defend you. You deserve better. I hope you're happy. You were always the coolest brother, even when I was too dumb to say it. I showed the message to Maya. Do you think he means it? Does it matter? She asked. Kind of. Do you want to reply? I thought about it for a long time. Chase had never been cruel, just complicit. Maybe that deserved a sliver of grace. I typed, thanks for this. I appreciate it. I'm good, married, happy, living well. Maybe someday we can grab coffee. But not now. I'm not ready. I hit send before I could change my mind. His reply came almost instantly. Whenever you're ready. Or never. Just know the option's there. I saved the message. These days, Maya and I still live in that same apartment. Still make Sunday dinners together. Still build something that's completely ours. Her family has basically adopted me, and it's everything I never realized I needed. Sometimes I think about my old family, wonder what they're doing, if they ever understood why I walked away, if the real family chat still exists. But mostly, I don't think about them at all. Because I finally understand. You can't force people to see your worth. You can only build a life with the ones who already do. And that's exactly what I did. I built my real family, the kind that doesn't need a group chat to prove it.